Morning and welcome, everyone. This is Dr. Matthew on Sunday, July 13th, 2008, and today we're going to discuss how to get rid of headaches naturally. And yes, it's absolutely possible. Millions of people around the world are doing it every single day. We're going to discuss some of the more common causes of headaches and then ultimately how you're going to combat that without medication, without going to the doctor's office, and depending on a system that just feeds itself. So again, I want to try and empower you, and hopefully you learn a lot from this particular health information. And if you do, please forward it to your friends. Please rate it below. And ultimately, I want to help you take control of your health once and for all. So first of all, most headaches, most tension headaches, or aka cervicogenic headaches, they result from the neck. They come up through the back of the skull and they radiate around the head, almost like you're wearing a hat. They call that a hat band distribution. Many times, if you're having those headaches, which the majority of people that do have headaches, they typically are the tension headaches, and they can result from different types of stress, physical, chemical, or emotional stress. It could be what you're doing at your job all day long if you're in a certain position. If you're under a lot of psychological stress, and ultimately the stress that's caused by many types of things that are put into the body. So we want to keep that a consideration. If you do feel that you have a cervicogenic headache, or if you've been diagnosed with tension headaches, some great therapies for that help alleviate the pain, that are very proven and been around for years and years, are chiropractic and also massage therapy. One addresses the bones and releases the fixations within the neck and the shoulders. The other one actually helps the muscles relax a little bit. So I would highly recommend those, and they're both proven to get rid of tension headaches. Also, you want to try a technique called EFT, and that's emotional freedom technique. And that's a system of tapping that helps to relax your body naturally. Headaches can also be the result of lack of oxygen to the brain. Sometimes they can lead to migraines, sometimes they can lead to cervicogenic headaches. So what I tell people to do is I tell people to get outside 3 to 5 times a day and really focus on deep belly breathing, breathing from your chest. Now, most people are unfamiliar, but when you're really stressed out, whether it's physical, chemical, or emotionally, we tend to breathe very shallowly through our chest. That's not normal because we're not getting enough oxygen that we need, so the brain kind of panics a little bit. That's why you want to focus on deep belly breathing. Breathe in through the lower portions of the lungs, almost through your stomach, and then breathe out. And it's almost going to feel like a natural high, because you'd be surprised at just how much oxygen you don't get on a daily basis. Also, we have to take into consideration dehydration as a common cause of headaches, and migraines in particular. A lot of times after people have consumed coffee, alcohol, many of those other things, those are natural diuretics. They're gonna excrete water away from your body, so you need to replace water, and you typically should drink half of your body weight in ounces of water a day. So if you weigh 100 pounds, you should drink 50 ounces of water every single day. Now, if you're extremely active, you should be drinking your entire body weight in ounces of water a day. So like I said, if you weigh 100 pounds, you would try and drink 100 ounces of water a day. Another thing that we have to rule out as far as headaches are concerned, when you talk about migraine headaches, many people, over 28 million people in the United States, suffer from migraine headaches. And we're actually at Dr. Mercola's site. Dr. Mercola, you can actually find his link to the right-hand side of this video, and I highly recommend you subscribe to his free newsletters. He's been one of my mentors, friends, and I respect the work that he's done, and he's taken the natural health profession from basically 0 to 100 miles an hour in the last 5 years. I mean, his impact has been very instrumental, and ultimately I reference him quite a bit. So he has a free newsletter. I highly recommend subscribing to the right. But one of the articles I pulled from his website are many migraine sufferers undertreated. What can you do for migraines? And typically, many migraines can result from different types of food sensitivities, or pollution, or food allergies. And what you want to do is you can actually get blood panels at your medical doctor's office. You can test for what are called IgG and IgE, marker levels, and all of those tell how sensitive your body is. And you have your IgGs, which are more immediate. The IgE responses are more delayed. So let's say you eat some food. You might not attribute the food that you ate 2 days ago to the headache that you're having. That's called a delayed response. So we want to check the markers of those, and ultimately, following a phenomenal eating plan actually reduces migraines by 80%. It's been proven in the medical research. For example, avoiding wheats and grains and sugar, those tend to be some of the more common allergens. Also milk. and all fluids but water seem to be particularly effective. So what you should be drinking on a daily basis is water. That is the only true drink. And if you do that, if you actually come from a more raw food perspective, you're actually going to be able to alleviate a lot of these things naturally. In my office, we do a series of detoxification protocols, and juice fasting is actually incredible if you're trying to detoxify your body inexpensively and naturally, and if you're trying to get rid of a lot of headaches naturally too, because the body accumulates a lot of toxic garbage throughout the years and years and years of abuse of unclean water, unclean air, and ultimately unclean food. So we want to make sure that we're getting the purest things in our body possible. That's why what you consume especially is important when dealing with migraine headaches. And not a lot of people are aware that if you do have migraine headaches, a couple things that you want to avoid, you want to check your food to make sure there are no artificial preservatives or any type of sweeteners, artificial sweeteners or anything like that. Ideally, you would buy all organic food, all locally grown produce and things like that. But you want to check the food labels for aspartame. You want to check the food labels for acyl sulfate and potassium. You want to check the food labels for Splenda or sucralose, saccharin. All these artificial sweeteners have been linked to headaches and many other debilitating diseases as you age. So we want to try and avoid those as best we can, and ultimately you will be able to tell a difference in the amount of frequency of headaches. So those are some things that you could do naturally. You can apply those things today to get some relief, get the relief that you deserve. So remember, we want to get enough oxygen to our body in the form of deep belly breathing. We want to have enough water in our body. We want to decrease the amount of diuretics that we're taking in. Typically, those are alcohol, caffeine in any way, shape, or form, and many different types of sodas. We also want to see a chiropractor or a massage therapist if we suspect that it's coming from the neck, and it's called cervicogenic headaches. And many chiropractors will actually specialize in nutrition too, and that's another way that maybe they can put you on a detoxification protocol. So it's very, very important. You can get relief naturally. Now, the last type of headache that we're going to talk about is called a high blood pressure headache. In this particular headache, you would want to see your medical doctor first to be diagnosed if that's the particular cause of your headache. Now, high blood pressure in many cases simply results from inflammation within the body, which if you understand how the body works at a foundational level, you can reduce inflammation naturally through many of these strategies that I just revealed to you today. You can do a juice fast for 5 to 7 days, all organically fresh grown juice, and then you can watch the inflammation go down. You can get your blood levels checked before, get them checked afterward. Some markers of inflammation that you want to look for that they can do in the blood panels are C-reactive protein. That's a more common one for inflammation, and there are several other ones, but like I said, you can reduce it naturally to even high blood pressure headaches. Check with the medical doctor first to make sure that is the case. Check your blood pressure, and then ultimately there you can apply some of the natural strategies that we've outlined in this particular health tutorial. And again, we want to get you to a more optimal state of health because that's what you're here for. You deserve to live a wonderful life with vibrant health, but many times people sell themselves short because they've been indoctrinated into a system that keeps them sick. So if you found this particular tutorial useful, what I want you to do is I want you to go to endcancer.net. This is one of my websites, and you can actually check out an ebook that I've written. It's called Cracking the Cancer Code, where I discuss how to overcome many types of diseases naturally from a more alternative health perspective through nutrition, through psychological ways, like I've discussed, how to keep your mindset in the proper place, and ultimately getting your body the nutrients that it needs, reducing the physical, chemical, and emotional stress. You can see the website at the very bottom of this particular page. So go there and you can check out a phenomenal ebook that I'm giving here, and then ultimately with the purchase of this ebook, I'm giving away a detoxification protocol. Normally I charge a couple $100s for that. I'm actually giving that away free. It's very simple. It's very effective that you can do, so you can have the information immediately. For those that would actually prefer the hardcover, the paperback, you can always go to Amazon.com and pick this book up. But I hope you I hope you enjoyed this particular tutorial. I hope you got a lot of useful information on it. Try some of the techniques and strategies that I've outlined. Let me know how it works for you. And like I said, opt into Dr. Mercola's free newsletter to the right-hand side of this particular tutorial, and you're going to be bombarded with some good information on a regular basis that's going to keep you abreast of the newest cutting-edge research and ultimately allow you to take control of your health once and for all. So again, this is Dr. Matthew, and I hope to see you on the next tutorial. Please rate this video, and thank you very much for your time.